it's Whiskey 7 Charlie Sierra Alpha, Whiskey 7 Charlie Sierra Alpha.
Roger, Roger, Charlie Sierra Alpha, and what's the name there?
Charlie Sierra Alpha, and what's the name there? Yeah, it's Robert. I'm located in Gastonia, North Carolina, and that is 20 miles west of Charlotte. Over.
Yes, sir, Robert. And what radio are you running today, sir?
Sir, Robert, and what radio are you running today, sir? I got a Yaesu 3000 with a Hall Beyond 81, and I'm pushing about 400 watts through a Yaesu Quadra.
Roger, Roger, Robert. Okay, why don't you give me about 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system so I can look around and see if I can find us a better path. Roger?
Look around and see if I can find us a better path. Roger? All right, yeah. And it is oriented to the northeast, to the southwest. In my backyard, running through smoke trees. But I also got a 160 antenna running east and west, and an 80 meter running east and west. And then I've got a MFJ cobweb up on the roof of my house, in the middle of it on the chimney, and it covers 20 meters through 10. Over.
Roger, Roger, Robert. I've got you on my local antenna. I'm running three 10-foot vertical magnetic loop antennas plus my resonant dipole antenna, and I'm copying you best on my dipole antenna now. You're about 10 over at the moment. If you'd be interested in our setup procedure, it starts with you making sure that you're in the wide transmit mode, 100 to 2900. Roger, Roger. The other settings, the lesser settings, do diminish the top end of the audio spectrum, and obviously we need all of that for intelligibility. So once we are in the making sure we're in that 100 to 2900 wide mode, then move to your compressor on and add a 3 out of 10 or a 30 out of 100, depending on how you're labeled there for your compressor input. Roger?
All right, yeah, it's, I believe it goes from 1 to 10, I believe.
Alrighty, so you want to be in a 3?
Yeah, you have to give me just a second. I'm going to have to, I had to reassign the knob on this radio that did the compressor to the power. Oh, I forgot. I got a Hook Ham Radio Deluxe. I can do it that way. Hold on. All right. I'm on a 3 now.
Alrighty, so then let's move to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, audio, say it, but don't really stress it. Just say it like you would say any other word in a QSO. As you say that word, be looking at your ALC meter and adjust your mic gain until the ALC meter is reading mid-scale to 2/3.
Audio, 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 audio. Let me ask you a question. When you say 2/3, there's what it is on this meter, there's a narrow blue line going all the way to the end, and then there, below that, there's a thick blue line that runs about halfway up that scale. So what you're telling me, you want me to get to about 2/3 of that thick blue indicator when I'm saying audio, audio, right?
Yes, sir. In other words, you have a certain travel length for your meter reading there, and other meter readings may go further down further to the right, but your ALC runs, maybe half of that. So you want to, then that is your full ALC reading, though. So you don't want to exceed that. You want to just go from halfway, the midpoint, to 2/3 of that the meter allocation for ALC.
All right, audio, 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 audio. Audio. Yeah, it's this mic gain's not very linear, that's for sure. But that audio, that looks like that done it.
Yeah, that looks like about 3 dB. So once we get that, then move to your EQ page, Roger.
Give me just a second here. There's a big menu here with all the EQs. Hold on. All right, I'm there. There's 2 EQs on this. One is with the processor and one without. I went ahead and moved to the one with the processor.
Yes, sir. Now, what kind of equalizer is that? Is that a 3-band?
It's yes, a parametric EQ. I guess it's got 3 bands on it.
All right. We want to make sure that the mid-range EQ is flat. Mid-range EQ is plus or minus 0, flat. Roger?
All right. Yeah, I'm not sure this one will do that. Yeah, I'm not quite sure that. I'm not really sure how to tell whether it's flat because, like in the mid-range part, it's got like 100, -3, and 7 is what I've got it set there now.
All right, your 7 is probably your width for that parametric, so it doesn't make any difference where the width is because we want to take the intensity to a 0, neither cut nor boost. Roger?
Okay, yeah, hold on a sec. All right, that setting there, as low as it'll go is 700, then it's off. You want me to turn it off?
No, not the frequency. Take the frequency back to 1K. The frequency back to 1K. What I'm talking about is how many controls do you have for your mid-range?
Yeah, for each, for like the lows, mid, and highs, I got 3. I've got a frequency, a level, and a bandwidth.
Yes, sir. Okay, so on your level, you want that flat, flat reading, no cut or boost on level. Roger?
Okay, roger that. I got it set on 0 now.
All right, now let's go to the top end. That should be 2.7K. Is that a Roger?
Well, it's sitting on 3200 right now.
All right, pull that to 2.7K.
Roger that. I got it on 2.7 now.
All right, sir, and a width of 4. Width of 4.
All right, got that. Width of 4.
And a +3 click boost from where you are. +3 click boost from where you are.
All right, yeah, well, the level goes to 10, and that's what I've got it set on.
All right, so you were like a 7 before, and then we add 3?
No, I haven't changed it because it was already sitting on 10.
All righty. Let's see. Well, why don't you give me about 10 seconds and tell me the best thing you like about your radio?
Yeah, okay, it's W7CSA. Well, the best thing I like about the radio is it's got 3 antenna outputs, and that allowed me to, well, it's before I had the amp. Well, I'll tell you what I like best about the amp, because what I like best about the radio before it had 3 antenna outputs and a receive output. I can pick up an external SDR. But what I like best about this amp is it's got 2 radio inputs, 4 antenna outputs. So, and I have 4 antennas. So before I was having to run, I ran my 160 and 80 on an external switch and ran it to antenna output 1. But with the amp now, I just got all 4 of them plugged in, so I don't have to use an external switch. And all I got to do is just hit the band buttons, and everything automatically switches over.
Roger. So, Robert, how close are you working? That's a desk mic, and how close are you working it?
Probably about 3 fingers away.
I would add 1 inch to that. I would add another inch to that, just a little bit further back. That will help boost your top end and also minimize your any mouth noises. Roger?
All right, yeah, I've moved back about another inch. How's that?
Yes, sir. Now I want you to go back to your ALC with the mic gain in hand and run that word audio and reset your level for mid-scale to 2/3.
Okay, here we go. Did you say to set it about mid-scale?
Mid-scale to 2/3, just a little bit more than mid-scale, Roger.
All right, audio. How's that?
All righty, now I want you to tell me what you like best about your microphone.
Oh, well, I just like the way it looks. And I have taken it out and used it on, did some recording with it, external from my radio, and just the overall sound quality was really good. But I guess I can tell you one thing I dislike about it is that the low end is pretty thick on this, so you do have to EQ the low end out.
All right, Robert, I'm on my local antenna, and I'm good down to 100 cycles. So what I want you to do is go down to the bottom end, your base EQ, and that should be on 200 width of 4. 200 width of 4. Is that a Roger?
No, actually, it's on a 100 right now with a width of 1.
All right, take it to 200 width of 4.
All right, W7CSA, I've got that set now.
All right, I want you to go 3 clicks boost from where you are on that base control. 3 clicks boost, a level on 200 cycles with a 4 bandwidth, and let me hear you.
Okay, you said a 3-click boost?
3-click boost, Roger, on 200 cycles with a 4 width.
All right, Roger that. Yeah, it was on -10, now it's on -7.
All righty, and so why don't you give me 10 seconds on what you think about amateur radio?
Oh, I love amateur radio. I've always wanted to get into it pretty much most of my life. I was about 10 years old, but I actually didn't get into it until I was about 47. But yeah, most of all I like about it, I just like talking about. Yeah, most of all I like about it, I just like talking on the radio and talking to people. Other than that, you run into those everywhere in daily life. You just have to ignore and go all the settings straight, whatever appropriate at the time. And I guess one of the other things I just like playing around with technical things, figuring out problems. So you always have that radio.
Roger, Robert. Now I want you to do something here for the next little while. I want you to pull out your ALC meter and watch it as you're transferring. You got to have something to do with your eyes, so just leave your ALC meter out for the next week or so, and be watching it as you speak, and try to keep that ALC meter in the sweet spot. Concentrate on keeping that meter in the sweet spot over the next couple of weeks and actually develop a relationship with your AOC meter, and soon you'll find that you can just nail that meter and keep it right on the sweet spot. Roger?
All right, yeah, I see what you're saying. Just, well, it sounds like when you get a new pair of glasses, you have to lock them wherever the magnification is in them. So you just watch your AOC meter and you'll know how to articulate your voice and keep that thing in the right place instead of overdriving. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. So I guess I'll have to turn my mic a little bit so that I'm looking directly at my radio when I speak. So I'm usually looking at my computer screen.
Yeah, Roger. Now, and just out of curiosity, what is your mic setting now? Your mic gain setting, what is it right at the moment?
It's on 15.
All right, just take it up to 25 for a minute. I want to hear you at a little higher level. So take it up to 25.
All right, yeah, this is at 25. And, you know, I'm not really seeing much difference on the AOC meter movement with this. And I've noticed that with this mic gain control on this radio, it's not very linear. It's like when you get down to around 10, like 10, 11, or 12, it jumps real big. It'll go where you hardly see any movement at all. But I know before before I called you, I had it sitting at about 32.
Yeah, try that. Run it up to 32, and let me hear you at that level. You're still, you're looking better and better, so run it up to 32, and let me see what it is.
All right, yeah, it's W7CSA, and yeah, now it is sitting at 32.
Yes, sir. I would run it just like that. You just sound magnificent. Before, your level was, shifting, but not because of, RF shifting, incoming level, RF level shifting. It was in your audio that you were actually, your transmitter was actually reflecting that. So I think now you're going to be about 3 dB dynamic range in your transmit audio, and I think that's exactly where you need to be.
All right, hey, yeah, thanks for that down in Florida. Yeah, Florida sounded good coming up here, too. All right, Jim, hey, thanks a lot, man. Good to talk to you again, and I'll be sure to go out tomorrow and listen to the recording. But, yeah, I'm going to go, if everything's good, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and let somebody else get in, because I do need to get back over here and do some work. I got something to finish up here before 5 o'clock, but, all right, and thanks for doing that and for doing this for everybody out here, too. So, yeah, it helps a lot of people out. Well, that's W7CSA, and I'm going to say 732. You have a good weekend.
Roger, Robert-W7CSA, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. And, again, we'll have this uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. So just do a call and a search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. It'll take you there. This will be cut number 173. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.